Hey, so here's actually how I scrape high quality leads without expensive softwares and even for free. So the techniques and softwares I'll show you today are very cheap, or even free, and they get pretty good quality emails, high quality phones, and one actually gives you a list of Instagram accounts to use for IG prospecting, and you can use that to use merge tags and create personalized messages. But one day actually, before I set up the automations that I use now to send out messages like 200 to 300 messages per hour, I was actually looking for a way to send automated messages through IG, and I came across this one Filipino YouTube channel, and he basically showed how to actually use the first software that I'm about to show you. So here it is. It's called the Grow Man. I'll quickly just open this up. Okay, so basically how it works is you actually open up some sort of hashtag that you want to scrape. So let's say I'll just use the same thing for all these examples, chiropractor. And obviously you're not going to scrape through 2 million posts of chiropractors, so you probably want to target it down. So let's say Toronto, because that's a city near me. And you just basically copy this. And what you do, you open this up, you click on Growman, and I'll leave the link for this in the description. It'll open it up. You have to just wait. You can't touch anything until the little pop-up shows up. And here we go. So we'll open by hashtag, we'll paste it in, right? You can leave the maximum to around 1,000, but if you have a free account, the max you can do is 500. Just for now, I'll just do this. Extract user profile, yep. And only download those profiles. And you basically just have this going through, and it'll go through and scrape all of the emails, the phone numbers. These are super high quality because anyone who actually makes their own account on Instagram, they're gonna be probably the owner. And when the owner actually makes their account, they're gonna put their own information in, right? So here we have the actual phone number, so it's great for cold calling. Google Maps is also another way, but I'll show that later. And you also have a really good high quality email. This isn't a direct email though, but trying to find a direct email with this strategy, you're probably not going to find too many. But in some cases, you're going to have like people where that one person is the whole business, and that would be something like mortgage brokers, where the one mortgage broker is basically the business, right? And in that case, they're probably going to put their Gmail, or they're going to put their direct email for the work, like first name dot last name at mortgagebrokerage.com. You also have the bio here, so when you put this into a Google Sheets, you'll be able to actually filter it. So if I copy this, then we can just see how that actually pans out. Okay, I won't sign in. But basically, you can just put this into a Google Sheets. You can use my automation, and even if you want to circumvent that limit of 500 accounts that you can scrape per hashtag with a free account, then all you have to do is go to the bottom, rows per page all, or just put 100 there, all. And then what you have to do, just go here, and you just have to spend time to actually go through. But you get the same information. The only thing that you don't get is the address, but you'll still get the city. You just copy this and you just Control C, put that into a Google Doc or a Google Sheets, and yeah, that's it. And that's the main way to actually, that's the main free way to actually get through that, right? To get really high quality emails and phone numbers. The next thing I'll show you is a Lead Rocks, which is something that I paid for. I got a couple of codes because it was about to end, but then it just came back. So basically what you can do is, like, let's say I want to search up a mortgage broker, right? 8,000 found mortgage broker, where it says specifically a mortgage broker. In some cases you can get a lot more if you just go to the industry, what just happened? Okay, if you go to the industry and say like financial, hold on, maybe I have to scroll down. Financial services. So you just have to drill down into your specific niche, and then here, financial services, and then I might be able to type in mortgage here. And then I got a little bit more, 81,000. So you will get a decent amount from here. Or what you can actually do is go to enrichment, and what you'll be able to do is go to LinkedIn. You'll be able to actually start up a search, and from that search you can actually input this into LeadRocks. You have to download the extension to actually like take out all the profiles from the like search. The good thing about that is that it doesn't use the old database, because the way that LeadRocks work is that they actually bought a database of like probably 600 million LinkedIn contacts, right? And that's on their backend, and this is basically just how we can actually access that. So Apollo is a little bit different because they update the database. LeadRocks, they probably update the database as well, but it's a lot cheaper if you actually buy the lifetime deal. So I'll leave the link for the AppSumo verification, or not verification, the AppSumo link down there in the description. But basically, if you just search this up, like mortgage broker, right? So we go to people, and you can filter it down because you can only scrape about 1,000 leads because there's 10 per There's 10 per page, right? And 100 pages, so 1,000, and that's the maximum amount of people that you can actually see in a search. If you do more, then you're just gonna like leave those other people past the 1,000 mark. So you're not gonna be able to actually ever scrape those. You have to keep on segmenting the market. So the best way to do this is just by location. So if I say Caledon, okay, that doesn't work. If I say Brampton, show results. Okay, I'll just say, Ontario. There can't be too many. 4,600. Okay, so you can just segment this again by saying connections, second degree or something. You can segment this more by saying I only want mortgage brokers who work with Mortgage Alliance, right? And then you basically export the lead to CSV, right? Once you get that CSV, you go into enrichment, you upload it, and you get all of those contacts. And the thing is, it's really cheap because you don't pay for like 1 credit per voice, email, 1 credit per phone. You pay 1 credit for each contact that has an email and a phone. At least from what I've seen. So right here, 22,000 credits. So I've barely went through this, and yeah, it's a pretty good deal to actually go through this. And you have all these lists, you have all these people that you can go through, right? And like the thing is, if you actually buy this without the lifetime deal, then I paid about, what is that? So I paid it was 75, and then I have 3 codes, so 225 one time. And I have basically the same thing as, I have double what I got for the professional, right? But I don't pay this per month. I paid it one time, and I get this forever. So honestly, if you're gonna do this, get the lifetime deal. The last strategy that I have is actually Google Maps, and this is especially really good for cold calling, for SMS marketing. Not SMS marketing, but like outbound SMS and even voicemail drops. So there's another extension called Instant Data Scraper, and basically you open this up, you put everything in here, and right here you scroll all the way down, locate next button, and you click on next. You just open this back up, and then you just say start crawling. So it's gonna keep on going. It's gonna take all of the reviews, like their phone number, their website. If you actually use coldemail.com, there's a part of it where you can put the API key, and you can add that to Google Sheets. So you can put all of this into a Google Sheets, and then you can say, find me any email that you find with the website that you find in cell like C2. And then you can just put the website in C2, and then you can just find out emails like that as well. But those are probably going to be info at. And this is basically how we'll be able to like scrape from here. And the main reason I'd use this is for phone numbers, so you can actually import this into like another database. And then with that other database, you can actually like put that into CRM and know like, okay, I called this person like 3 months ago, so I can probably call them again. They probably won't remember. And it's basically just good so you don't like actually call the same person like twice. So that's just a quick video on how I actually scrape all these leads for basically free. I think Growman is probably the most like valuable here, and it's also free. If you're cold calling, obviously Google Maps. LeadRocks also works, but you also have like a lot of data on each contact. Like you work for this company, you have this this is your team size, this is your work email, your direct email. So you have kind of a like all around, all encompassing way to actually contact each lead. With Growman, you only have email and phone number. With the Gmaster, you only have the phone number. So if you're interested in actually sending 200 to 300 messages per hour with my automations, I also use Growman to scrape the leads for this as well. But if you're interested, then there will be a link below for my Facebook group, and in that you can just join, and I'll show you like a quick guide on how to actually send these messages. And yeah, if you're interested, click that link below.